Now, we know from history that bad leaders can be stopped from doing even more terrible things by public pressure. You know, one of the examples I used is Lyndon Johnson and Richard Nixon were both presented with programs, with proposals by the Pentagon to launch a nuclear strike on Vietnam. And we know from the classified minutes that have now been released, they didn't do it, not because they thought it was a bad idea, but because, as Lyndon Johnson said it, okay, you tell me how long it would take for the protesters to break over the White House wall and lynch their president if I did that. So we know very clearly from history, the more you protest, the more obstacles you put in the way of bad leaders doing terrible things. Now, I have no doubt all those Vietnam protesters who went out felt they had failed. And it's true, they didn't act, they couldn't do enough to stop the killing of 3 million Vietnamese and 56,000 Americans. But those people who went home from that protest thinking they had failed had in fact prevented a nuclear war. I think that's a really good example of how protest has effects that we may not realise at the time, but it has a huge ripple effect that can be very positive for years afterwards.